Good evening. Would I be right to assume this is the number to a Ken Sable?
Yeah. That's me. But who are you?
My name is Mei Lin. I am currently working as an active attorney, and I have contacted you in order to ask several questions.
You're a lawyer? But why would a lawyer have anything to do with me? Moreover, why is it that you have my text information?
I will be answering those questions soon. However, there are some questions that I would like you to answer for me in the meantime. First, are you aware of a woman by the name of June Trost?
About June? Yeah, I know about her. We used to date a while back, but we haven't really been in contact since we split up. Something happened to her?
Yes, that would most likely be Miss Trost. 2 months prior, Miss Trost had taken a pregnancy test and was found to be pregnant.
Oh, I didn't know about that. That's good for her, right? She did say that she wanted to have kids once upon a time. Tell her I said congratulations. By how you're talking about her, I'm guessing you're her lawyer then?
I would advise against using such uninvolved language. Miss Trost is pregnant with your baby, after all.
What? You're saying that she is pregnant with my child?
Your previous girlfriend is now pregnant with your child, yes. In accordance with this, I am to inform you that you are to be entrusted with paying for child support to a total amount of up to $100,000. If you refuse to pay for this, a lawsuit will then be brought up against you.
No. Stop. Wait a minute. What are you even talking about?
I am informing you of the pregnancy of your previous girlfriend and the request for you to pay for child support. She has no desire for you two to be married and would like to just receive the child support payments, which is why she hired me, in order to facilitate the interaction between you two in a civilized manner. Ms. Trost has informed me of your contact information and informed me that this would be the most effectual way of contacting you.
No, really. Just stop for a minute. Ms. Lin, right? There is no possible way that June is pregnant with my child. I mean, we've been broken up for over 5 years now. Not even that, but the last time we even met was almost 3 years ago. I'm not even living in the same area anymore, so there is no way that we'd be able to have any contact with each other. No matter how you think about it, there is no way that I am the father of her child.
Ms. Trost is saying that you two met around 3 months ago. She's also claiming that you are the only person with which she has had any physical relations. Looking at these facts, it's certain that you are the father of the child.
It's certain? How could you have so much confidence in saying something like that?
Continuing on, you are being requested to pay $100,000 in child-rearing expenses. If you are to pay, you will have no need to sign the birth certificate, nor will you be required to have any contact with the child, should you so desire. However, if you choose to refuse payment, a lawsuit will be brought up against you, and you shall be required to legally take responsibility of the child. Of course, you will be then forced to pay for child support payments, though I am impartial as to what process would be most favorable. Due to the fees that would accrue due to going through with the case, I would suggest that you immediately pay the $100,000.
But there is no actual proof that the child is mine until they are actually born, right? If it comes to light that the child isn't mine, what will you do in order to compensate for this? If it's not my child, and yet I am forced to pay $100,000, this then becomes fraud. Could we delay these proceedings until after the birth, when we can have a DNA test to make sure that the child is indeed mine?
Huh? How could you be someone who could say something like that?
Whoa, what's with the sudden shift in tone?
All this just because you don't want to pay the money. How dare you doubt me or June? She is doing this only because she doesn't want to cause you any more trouble than is needed. She is saying that all you have to do is pay for child support. Other than that, you don't have to do a thing. Yet you say that this is some type of fraud. You're being extremely rude.
All right, Ms. Lin. Please just calm down for a minute. I am simply informing you that the information that you're telling me is strange. I have not had contact with June Trost in the past 3 years, let alone actually met her. Yet after all that time, I suddenly get a text message that says she is pregnant and I have to pay child support. Doesn't that sound just a little strange to you? Not only that, but you refuse to listen to my side of the story and only go off of what June is telling you. Also, the way that you're talking is strange. You keep on going with the assumption that if I don't pay immediately, you'll take me to court and undoubtedly win. With all of those factors, of course I'm going to assume that this could be some type of fraud.
Are you really such a heartless human being that you'd do something like that? Making a child with someone, without even as much as getting married beforehand. But then, even worse, not taking any responsibility whatsoever when it is revealed that the baby is yours. You're the worst.
Alright, I never said that I wouldn't pay, as long as it was my child. I would require much more evidence as to us actually being in contact during that time, as well as having DNA evidence that I am indeed the father of the child. If those conditions are indeed true, then I would most indeed pay what I have to. However, if I am indeed the father, why would what I am suggesting be troublesome for anyone involved?
What are you talking about, not troublesome for anyone? How do you expect June to survive without any support until the birth of your child? You haven't thought for 1 minute about June's well-being, have you? So this is what you're really trying to say? You're just making up all these excuses in order to get out of paying for what you owe? If you don't pay immediately, I will be forced to start proceedings to bring you to court.
Well, fine. Whatever then. How about we start with the court proceedings then? So please, start any paperwork that you need to file, and I will start preparing for the case as soon as I can.
Huh? What are you saying? Why would you want to go to court?
Yeah, I don't know how to deal with you. Even when I say that I will pay when there is evidence, you say that I don't plan on paying at all. Even if I hint at not paying if there isn't any evidence, you then start to treat me as if I'm not even human. How do you expect me to even talk to you then? What am I even supposed to say? So just... whatever. Start with the court proceedings. I'll be seeing you in court.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe you should calm down a bit. Are you absolutely sure that you want to go forward with the court proceedings?
Yeah. I told you, please start with the court proceedings. This would be much more efficient than the whole running around that you're going to force me to do.
You're right. This would be much more efficient, and everything would go just as I planned. But I am a lawyer. You know that, right? Are you absolutely sure that you want to go to court against me? There aren't many scenarios where you will come out well on this case. I'm most certainly going to win this court battle. I still think it would be best for both parties involved if you were to just pay for the child support payments without going to court.
Well, I guess I should be saying the same things to you. Are you really sure you would like to go to court? I'm also a lawyer, so going to court isn't something that I am unfamiliar with.
Huh? Wait, what are you talking about?
Whether you are aware or not, I'm not sure. I have my lawyer's license, and I am working in a law firm. I may be fairly young, but I do have practical experience in many court cases. Looking at all your suspicious actions, way of talking, and frivolous accusations, I don't see how I could lose against you.
You're a lawyer?
Yes. Is there something wrong with that?
No, there is nothing particularly wrong with that. No.
By the way, Ms. Lin, I would like you to tell me the firm you represent.
The firm I represent? Well, I don't really want to tell you that.
Oh, are you possibly not part of any office? Then please tell me your lawyer registration information.
Why would you be asking any of this? How does it have any relevance to you?
Well, I'm going to research a little bit about who you are. If I have your registration information, I'll be able to tell whether you truly are who you say you are.
Are you telling me that you think I'm a fake?
This is all for safety's sake. There have been quite a lot of instances of fraud where people pretend to act as lawyers. With that, many different terms start to come into play. For example, the felony of impersonation of a lawyer, which is 1 to 3 years in prison. Then the accusing without evidence, also called criminal intimidation, which is another 1 to 5 years in prison. Then, of course, extortion, or more accurately, attempted extortion. That's another 3 to 10 years. The whole concept itself is just fraud, or in this case, attempted fraud. Again, another 1 to 5 years. All of this combined would result in 6 to 23 years in prison. Quite the heavy sentence, really. Also, of course, I would be required to inform the police and get them involved if it turns out that this was actually a case of impersonating a lawyer. So, please, I'll ask one more time. Inform me of your lawyer registration number so I can tell if what you're saying is true.
What? No, I can't tell you my registration number.
If you refuse to inform me of your registration, then I will be led to assume that you are indeed someone who is impersonating a lawyer.
All right, fine. I'll give you my registration number. My registration number is 678.
678? Are you serious? Please, stop playing around with me. You know that the lowest denomination that a lawyer registration code could possibly be is 4 digits, right? Even then, only the most old guard of lawyers have those 4-digit numbers. Are you telling me that you're someone who's even more veteran than they are?
No, I'm not saying anything like that. I must have just been mistaken.
All right, let's just get everything out in the air. You aren't actually a lawyer, are you? In reality, this is actually June, isn't it?
What? No! Of course not. How dare you accuse me of something like that? I am an official lawyer. And I am the lawyer that was hired by June Trost.
No, please stop, June. This act isn't going to cut it. Honestly, it's not even convincing. There isn't a lawyer alive that would refuse to give their registration number. Not only that, but a lawyer contacting someone through text messages is already out of the question. Even if you were trying to act up with lawyer-like language, it was easy to tell it was coming from you. When you first contacted me, I kinda caught wind of it. But I just wanted to see how it would play out.
Hey! If you knew from the beginning, why didn't you just say something? Also, I never heard about you becoming a lawyer. I never knew you even went to law school. Seriously, you're the worst.
Yeah, I should be the one saying those things. How is it that my ex-girlfriend became such a con artist? Making up stories about being pregnant and getting people to pay for child support. I mean, really. You were trying to get your ex-boyfriend, who you haven't even met in 3 years, to claim child support for a child that hasn't been born. How could you have possibly thought that this would turn out in your favor?
Oh, shut up. It's true that I'm pregnant. But the father ended up running away, so I'm trying to do everything that I can in order to scrounge up enough money to live.
Now, June, I do realize that your situation is pretty desperate, and I can sympathize with that. However, what you are doing is fraud, plain and simple. As such, I have contacted the police to inform them of your actions.
Wait, you did what?
I told you a little earlier, but impersonating a lawyer is a felony. I believe I also informed you of the other charges: attempted fraud and attempted extortion. In order for you to be brought up upon your actions, I have contacted the police and given them your information so that they can make an investigation.
What? Ken, stop! Stop playing around with me. It's not funny.
You're right, this isn't funny. But I am most certainly not messing around with you. You should actually be happy that I was being calm when you had first tried to steal money from me. But the actual scary part is how you seem to have a process for all of this. I hate to think about it, but this most definitely wasn't the first time, huh? So please, when talking to the police, make sure to show as much sign of regret as you can.
Wait, you can't be serious. You're lying, right? No, I was never planning on impersonating a lawyer or anything like that. This was all for my child. I have no money and I needed a way to get a hold of something to survive. I'm being completely honest. I had no intention of doing fraud of any type.
Yeah. Well, make sure to tell that to the police. Maybe that way they can be more sympathetic and reduce the sentence. Or better yet, maybe you can somehow get off without having to go to jail. Though with your case, I don't see that being too easy. Good luck with your case. Also, please know that I will definitely not be willing to represent you. After that, June was then apprehended by police under charges of attempted fraud and extortion. She had used the same method on 3 other partners of hers and had fraudulently stolen around $400,000. Though there are other cases in precedent that had suspended sentences, in her case, she was not afforded that luxury. She was sent to jail, where she would eventually have the baby. The child was then left in care of some of her family members until she would be released. Though it seems that by the time she actually gets released, her child will already be entering elementary school. If anything, I would like for her to pay for her crimes and come out as a better person. For both her and her child.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Well, got some bad news for you, my dearie. Consider me and your man a couple. I'm officially pregnant.
What? Wait, what? Who is this?
Who am I? Why, I'm your husband's girlfriend. Nice to meet ya.
My husband. Wait, how do you know my husband? Are you trying to tell me he's been cheating on me?
I already told you how I know your husband, didn't I? We're dating. Engaged, even.
Seriously? I don't believe you.
He's already promised we'll get married. I see a divorce in your future.
It can't be true. Wait, I need proof. I'm not just gonna get upset over this without you proving it first. How do I know you're really with my husband?
Don't be a difficult old cow.
Old cow.
I'm his new and better girlfriend. Show me some respect.
Considering what you're claiming is going on, I'd show me some respect if I were you. You will regret it. I can promise you that.
Ooh, I'm so scared. The grandma's gonna hurt me.
Whatever. I'm gonna talk with my husband. I'm not jumping to any conclusions until I hear it from him.
You don't need to talk to him, but whatever. Besides, how do you think I got your number? I wouldn't know it if I didn't have a relationship with him, right?
That does make sense, unfortunately.
If you just use your brain, you'd realize that. I suppose it's going senile. That's why I'll be borrowing your husband. No, stealing him. He needs someone better.
You need to stop insulting me. I'm not even old.
Well, you're certainly older than me. Also, I'm smarter, cuter. There's no downsides for him. Why would he stay with an older, dumber woman like you?
You realize I'm only 27, right?
That's basically ancient. I'm only 20 years old. I'm the perfect age.
I could tell you were younger, but 20? At that age, you're probably still in school, right? Shouldn't you be focused on college or something?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a young, beautiful college girl with a nice man. You jealous? You must be jealous. There's no way you're not jealous.
I feel a bit ill, if that counts.
Sure does. Must be the jealousy in your stomach.
You can think that if you want. Whatever shuts you up. I need answers. Where did you guys meet? You and my husband, I mean.
Oh, you want to know our love story? Sure thing. It was a beautiful love at first sight story. We met in the schoolyard.
Seriously? So you were probably in his class, right? And you somehow got the professor...
Yes, ma'am. You're smarter than I thought. Good job.
What the heck is that idiot thinking? Mingling with his students like that?
Oh, it's not his fault. I'm just so charming, you know? I basically hypnotized him.
You said you got my phone number from his phone. Does he know you got that? Does he even know you're talking to me right now?
Nope. He has no idea. He's sleeping next to me right now, actually. He's fast asleep by my side. I just went right over and grabbed it off his desk.
He's asleep. He's supposed to be at work right now. Unbelievable. I should have known. He's been away on a business trip for a week now. What would he even need to go on a trip for as a professor? I'm an idiot for trusting him. I guess he was just taking time off to see you, huh?
You really fell for that? You must be a huge idiot then. I said he should have told you there is a field trip. Or maybe he needed extra time to grade the final essays. But I guess his stupid lie worked too.
It's a pretty big and esteemed university, okay? It made sense that he'd need to travel to help out the other departments in other states. I wanted to believe him, okay? He's my husband, for crying out loud.
Oh, well. Now that I'm here, I suggest you treat me like I deserve. I'm on top now. I could easily defeat an old hag like you. Your brain is practically mush at this point.
You have no right calling me an old hag. Knock it off.
Uh-oh, she's upset. Oh no, I'm scared. The old lady's getting mad. Must be the menopause, no?
You're really starting to piss me off. Where are you two right now?
I'm with your lovely, gorgeous man, of course. We're on a vacation in Hawaii.
What? Hawaii? How on earth did he get money for a trip to Hawaii of all places?
Well, it's my birthday tomorrow, so this was my little treat for us to celebrate together. He told me he's been saving up for a long time now. He had some savings put aside that you didn't know about.
Are you serious? My birthday was last month. You want to know what happened? He said he was short on money and just bought me a single rose.
Oh, you serious? Oh, that is priceless. Poor little you. I guess we know which one of us he likes better then.
You've got some nerve, you know that? Not only dating someone who's already married, but contacting me as well? Just to brag about it?
No, don't flatter yourself. I wouldn't talk to you just because of that. Don't you remember? I came here to tell you I'm pregnant.
You did say that. I was just so shocked by the whole thing, I guess. I forgot that part.
So you want to know why I'm here because of that, right? Well, I want you to give me $8,000.
What?
It'll go to a good home, don't worry. I need some new designer bags.
And why would I give you money exactly? I'm the victim here. I owe you nothing.
Victim? Oh, don't be an idiot. I'm the victim here. After all, I'm his student now. A poor little student who's pregnant because of her teacher.
Is that right?
Well, technically, I guess it should be my beautiful darling who will pay it, no? But I couldn't do that to him. I'd feel so bad. So I'm taking it from you instead.
How does that make any sense?
Well, you two are married still. It's your job to help him and take care of him through sickness and health. So, of course, that includes this money you guys owe me. You see what I mean?
I see, but none of this makes any sense still.
Oh, last thing. Don't tell him about this little talk we've had, Kay? If you tell, you'll regret it. I can promise you that.
What exactly do you mean by regret it?
Well, I'll double the money. I'll be asking for $16,000 instead.
This entire thing is just moronic.
All right, that's all settled then. I'll send you my address so you can pay the money. I expect you at my door the day we come back from vacation, all right?
My name is Selena, and I'm 27 years old. About 2 years ago, I married my husband, Anthony, who was 31 years old. Almost right after our wedding, he lost his father, unfortunately. Unwilling to leave his mother alone, the three of us now live together in his family home. And it was during that time I received this message from Ruby. I had never expected something like this to happen. My husband and I are very close, inseparable in fact. I never suspected anything throughout his entire affair. It came so out of the blue. I'm currently working as a nurse. Because of this, I work a lot of night shifts and rarely have time at home to relax. I suppose he has been using this to his advantage and going behind my back. But even worse, it's not even a full-grown woman, but a little college student. And he even got her pregnant. I felt completely betrayed. It's like he came over and just pulled my heart right out of my chest. But then, something else happened. I was starting to feel the anger from everything that happened. I was seeing red. How could they do this to me? And that was when Ruby came back to taunt me again.
Hello again. It appears to be that time, my dear. We're back from our lovely vacation. Hawaii was great. I think it's time you pay up, no?
You think so?
My lovey-dovey man said you're probably off today, right? And that you're getting groceries and running errands right now?
Is Anthony seriously telling you about my work schedule now? Is there anything he hasn't told you?
Hey, it's not my fault. We need the money now. We spent the rest of it while on our trip. I don't really want to see you, so be a dear and just transfer it into his bank account, okay?
Look, I'm busy right now. I'm completely loaded with work right now. I don't even have time to sit down. I don't have time to entertain this right now.
Oh, you're avoiding it. You can run away all you'd like. It won't change the facts.
Facts? You're delusional. Nothing is happening like you say it will.
Just hurry up and pay up. I'm out of spending money.
I not so respectfully decline.
You think you can just say no to me? Even Anthony is on my side, you know.
What?
You don't live in your own place, right? You live with my darling and his mother. So what do you think will happen if you don't listen, huh? I'll have you out of the house instantly.
What makes you think you can do that?
Oh, there's plenty of ways. I could always tell Anthony you had another argument with his mother. Perhaps you two had a fight over dinner, and now she's uncomfortable being around you.
He told you about our arguments too, huh? He really is telling you everything.
So yes, it would be pretty simple to get you out of there. Oh, I actually had a long talk with his mother yesterday.
About what? Did you tell her you were sleeping with my husband and now you're pregnant because of him?
Yeah, exactly. She seemed pretty happy that you'd be leaving the picture. So it's about time we got the useless one out of the picture. I'm pregnant and you're not, so I take priority.
I can't believe this.
Oh, and don't bother packing, okay? I'll be keeping your clothes and whatnot.
What?
Well, you won't pay us, so I gotta get my money somehow. Consider it payment.
I can't believe this.
Not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. If the clothes are cute, I might use them. But I'll probably just sell most of it. I'll send you the address of a nearby hotel you can stay at now.
She seriously kicked me out. Just like that.
Of course she'd choose me. I'm younger, smarter, more beautiful. Once you're completely gone, I will be marrying Anthony too.
So now that you're pregnant, he's chosen you. He's gonna live with you and you'll start a happy family together. That's what you two want?
Exactly. There's no room for you here anymore.
She never said anything to me about kicking me out. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, kinda sucks to be you right now. You don't have any relatives, right? Guess you'll have to figure things out on your own. I'll be with Anthony. Luckily, we'll stay together forever with our children.
Of course, he told you about my past too. I'm not surprised at this point.
Sounds like you had kind of a miserable life, Not that it affects me at all. Go ahead and continue being all alone.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Hey now, I'm not all bad. I packed a small suitcase of some stuff I don't need from you. I'll leave it outside. I'd suggest you sell it to afford a room for the night, but the rest of the stuff is still mine. Oh, and I'm still waiting for my money.
Just knock it off already. Do not touch my stuff, you hear me?
Your stuff. This is my stuff. It's mine now. Excuse me. When exactly are you planning on paying up? I'm waiting.
I've been busy. I didn't even think about it, to be honest. Not that I'm gonna pay it anyway, though.
Oh, just stop being stubborn and give it to me. I'm not giving you any of your stuff until you pay me. You know that, right? But I'll consider returning some of it if you do. I'm literally completely out of money right now.
Why don't you ask his mother, eh? Or is she too busy to pay attention to you too?
Do you not remember what we talked about? Are you so old you've already got Alzheimer's or something?
Stop insulting me. I'm getting sick of it.
Don't talk to me like that.
Let me spell it out for you. I've already settled things. Everything's been put into place. And I'll be getting $24,000 from you.
What? As if. Nice try, though. I'm the victim here. Why would I have to pay you?
You seem to be mistaken, Ruby. I'm the victim here.
But I'm the one carrying a baby. Did you forget that again, you old hag? You need to go to a retirement home or something. Your brain is failing you.
I don't care about your baby. It doesn't change anything.
What?
It doesn't matter if you're a student. You're an adult and you're responsible for your own actions. It doesn't matter that you're pregnant either. It changes nothing. You knew he was married, but you still dated him. That makes you just as guilty as him.
No, it doesn't.
Legally in this state, I can sue you for this sort of thing. That's why I'm getting the money from both of you.
Look, I can see you're bluffing. Stop trying to joke around to get out of this.
I'm not joking around, but feel free to think that if it makes you feel better. I'll explain everything properly when we meet up in person.
What? I'm not meaning you.
But we already met on the plane about 5 days ago.
What? What's going on?
I was in Hawaii at the same time as you.
Wait, you were in Hawaii?
I'm currently in the North Brandon parking garage.
Huh? That's the parking lot near the hotel I'm in, right?
Do you understand the situation now, Ruby?
No, I really don't. What's going on? I'm scared. Are you following me?
I told you already. I've made some preparations and everything is in place.
That doesn't explain anything.
I'm with Anthony's mother right now. We're outside in the parking garage.
Oh?
I told her everything that was going on. She played along so she could keep an eye on you two. And now we're here together.
You're joking, right? What do you mean?
Since you told her a lot, she knew the hotel you were staying at. She was nice enough to let me know the address.
Why did she tell you?
I needed some proof of the affair in order to take it to court. I told you I was busy recently, no? For the past 5 days, I've been following you two around. You had no idea, huh? I made sure to get plenty of pictures of all your dates. I took hundreds.
But you said you were busy with work.
I was. It was a lot of work for me. I had to follow you two around the city so much. And Anthony's mom lent me her good camera, which was pretty heavy. My arms are tired.
Why would she do that? I thought she hated your guts.
Nah, we're pretty close. She even told me she considers me her daughter. How sweet is that?
But Anthony said you two were arguing a lot in the past.
Oh, that. We just mess around a lot together. None of it was real fighting.
Seriously?
We're both pretty sarcastic and like to joke around. So while cooking, we usually joke around. We even throw things at each other and throw some insults every now and then. All in good fun, of course.
So you guys weren't actually upset with each other then?
Well, we tried not to do it in front of Anthony. He's always freaked out and thought we were being rude. I guess he must have caught us a couple of times and assumed the worst.
Really? I can't believe this.
So anyway, she's on my side.
You can't just follow me around like that. Isn't that stalking? You lied to get that evidence. Besides, I don't have any money. I'm not paying you anything.
If that's what you want to think. I wonder how your mom and dad are reacting to this. I suppose they won't be too happy with you.
My parents?
Of course. Your parents know everything.
What? Did you talk to them?
I needed to know where you live and whatnot. So I had to find them and get that information. That way I can make you pay the money when the time comes.
You can't do that. Oh God, you can't just tell them about this. How could you? They're super strict. They're gonna be pissed. God knows what they'll do to me.
I'm sure they'll cause quite a scene.
Yes, they will.
How did you plan on covering it up exactly? They'd find out on their own eventually. You can't hide being pregnant from them, right?
I didn't think about it. I just decided to cross that bridge when I get there. I still had time to think.
Huh. Guess you're more of an idiot than I thought.
Don't call me an idiot.
But you are one. You're just upset that I ruined your idiotic plan. Although I suppose it's good you're an idiot. That's how I was able to find out about this in the first place. So, thanks for that.
Oh, shut up.
Anyway, the four of us are gonna come have a chat with you guys, alright? So I'd prefer if you stay put and don't run off like a coward.
Wait, 4?
Oh, I almost forgot. I brought your parents along too. They wanted to come along and I just couldn't say no.
You're joking, right? Please tell me you're kidding.
Just look outside and see for yourself.
I don't want to look. I'm too scared.
Your choice, I suppose. Don't bother trying to run. I don't think your parents would let it happen. So just sit tight and wait for us, Kay?
I'll wake him up. Anthony will know what to do.
Wake him up? Is he seriously still sleeping? How much sleep does that man need?
Well, we did a lot of stuff yesterday, so he's tired.
Is that so? You're out doing a lot despite the pregnancy.
I'm not that far along yet. I can still do things. Besides, I need to spend time with him to show him my love.
And what will waking him up do exactly?
I don't know, but he'll do something. He'll protect me.
Don't get your hopes up.
Why not?
He's a coward. The slightest stress and he'll run off.
There's no way that he'd do that to me. Wait, what? I just got out of the bathroom and he's gone.
Wait, really? He left?
I was texting in the bathroom, so I didn't wake him up. I guess he woke up or something without me hearing him.
Ah, well, I warned ya.
Are you kidding me? No way. Did he really just run away and leave me?
Guess he really didn't want to see us.
I can't believe this. That's it. We're through. This is over. I'm not staying with someone who treats me like this. You can have your stupid man back.
Oh, I'm not taking him back. And you're not leaving him either.
What do you mean?
You're gonna marry him as you'd planned to, right? As soon as my divorce with him goes through, anyway.
No way! I'm not spending another second with that creep. He betrayed me.
Then are you willing to be alone? Despite being a student and a soon-to-be single mother? You don't want his support? Perhaps you should calm down so you can think about this rationally.
Rationally? I guess you're right in a way. If he supports me, I could raise my child properly.
Well, that sounds nice in theory. Of course, you'll be expelled soon, so you don't have to worry about school at least. And Anthony will be fired.
Fired?
Yeah, it's a private university, right? They're pretty strict about stuff like that. They've got a reputation to uphold after all.
But would they really fire him over this? And me too? They're gonna expel me?
Well, you've been skipping school constantly to be with him recently, no? I doubt you got the best grades right now either because of that. I'm surprised they haven't done it already.
You're right. Oh my god.
And Anthony has been slacking at his job too recently. He's been taking all his time off without asking.
Well, yeah. He needed to get home so we could go out together.
And now the both of you are having a secret affair as well. Once they hear that, it'll be over for you two. That sort of thing can ruin a school's image. They'll have to kick you to the curb in no time.
No, they can't.
Anyway, let's stop texting now. I'll be up there in a bit so we can all have a chat. See you soon.
Wait, no, stop. Stop, don't come up here.
Too late. I'm outside your room. Stop trying to run away and talk. It's time to face what you've done.
How could you do this to me? You're a monster.
It didn't take long for Ruby to give in and open the door. I think she finally accepted her fate. After that, Anthony's mother even managed to track him down. It didn't take long for our divorce to be settled, and the two of us were finally rid of each other. Of course, he and his girl were forced to pay up for what they had done to me. Ruby married him as expected in order to help raise the kid. The little boy was raised in a safe home at least. He wasn't to blame, so it's good he will be taken care of. Both of their parents basically cut off contact